as we do every week, before we get to the big discussion of the week, we wanted to recommend some podcasts that we have been listening to here at Osiris Media. Dave, what have you been listening to of late?
I just listened to, because it dropped 2 days ago, one I've talked about before, Wheels Off with Rhett Miller. This is not an encore interview. This is a new interview he did with Miss Margot Price. This was fun because, Margot Price talks about she's actually in the process of writing a memoir. She talks about how she was supposed to be one of the fill-in musicians at Dead & Co., and she was ready to go, and the band was ready to go. And I think she said 11 hours before she got on the plane, she got a notification that it was not going to happen because there were too many COVID cases. So I think Playing It in the Sand got canceled altogether, much to her dismay and the dismay of the people that were going to attend. But like all the conversations Rhett Miller does, super laid back, super interesting. Margot Price is an excellent performer, lots of good studio records, really good Twitter personality as well. So I'd say check it out.
Yeah, that's a fantastic interview, and a really, really, really wild story. I'm going to recommend a podcast. I think I've recommended this before, but if not, Inside the Musician's Brain with Chris Pandolfi, who was recently a guest on the Helping Friendly Podcast Live. You guys should check that out. It was a really cool conversation about Chris going to see Fish at Tahoe in 2018 and then playing a String Dusters after show right after, and kind of what that experience was like. But season 2 of his show features an interview with Bela Fleck, which is just fascinating. Bela Fleck is the reason that Pandolfi plays banjo, so dive deep into kind of the technique behind the banjo as well as kind of the emotional pull of playing the banjo. And, Pandolfi has just such a great way of pulling information out of his interviewees to really get inside their head and kind of inside of the process of what they're thinking as they're playing music, as they're composing music. And for me, I saw Bela Fleck and the Flecktones back in 2019 at the Telluride Bluegrass Festival, and I'm still in awe of the show. It just blew my mind. So hearing him kind of talk through his approach was fascinating. So Wheels Off with Rhett Miller, the Margot Price interview, Inside the Musician's Brain with Bela Fleck. A lot more coming here in the next couple of weeks and months from Osiris Media, so keep hanging with us, but we hope that you've enjoyed some of these recommendations that we've made here.